Okay, this is the second part of a video of encryption and decryption. So if you haven't watched my previous video, please do, otherwise you will be a little bit lost. Okay, continuation from the first lab. I'm going to run this command, right? This is to generate a pair of public and private key by running the following command, right? Open SSL gen RSA -out public and private key pair, right? I'm using 1024 bit, but the longer the bit, right, the longer the RSA key length, the more secure it is, right? The NSA recommend the key length of 3072 bits or longer. But here, for an example, I just use 1024. Okay, so once you generate the public and private key, we need to view it, right? So we can view the key pair you generated by running this command: open SSL -text -in public private pair key. This is more human readable, right? So that's why this is to view this one. Okay, -text. This is -text, so to make sure that this -text flag ensure us that the key are a little bit easier to read, right? So let me see if I can scroll it down here. I have a hard time here, right? See here. So you have the private key is easier to read, right? Okay, once you do that, let's do the public key, right? So now how we extract the public key from this file. The command is open SSL RSA -text -in public and private pair key -public out public key. So this is to extract, right? To extract the public key. So here is writing. Once you do this, we need to make it human readable. So how you do this? So to do that, we need to, let me see if I can scroll down. Open SSL RSA -text -public in -in public key. Okay, here I think I have a little bit typo here. Let me see. Here, supposed to be just one, but it's still working anyway. So this is the public key. All right. So from then on, we're gonna move to the next one. So we extract the public and the private key. Okay. Pay attention to the command because they are case sensitive, and if you forget to put the flag, it will not work properly. All right. So now it's time to make use of this. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to see, let me see, I'm going to let me see this one. So I'm going to use this. Where is this? Let me see here. I'm going to type echo. The cat is alive, right? Echo, the cat is alive. The echo, the cat is alive, and I will make this as a plain text, right? Enter. Let me see. Enter. Okay. Then what is this? Then I'm going to do open SSL, we're gonna encrypt this to a binary, right? So open SSL RSA util -encrypt -public in key using the public key, right? Public key dot key, and the in is the plain text, right? Because this is the input, and the output we're gonna make it cipher.bin. The OAEP, that means to make it the operation more secure. Okay, enter. All right. So the command was deprecated, so use PK instead. All right. So let me see if I can use this. They want me to change using this one. PKE util, right? Because I'm using the latest version. So we're gonna encrypt the plain text to a binary, right? To binary. Enter. All right. Unknown OEP. All right, we don't have to use this then. The new one, they don't want it. Enter. So now it works, right? So now we don't need to use that one. All right. So let me put a note here. The command is, instead of rsutil, they want to use pke util, and they don't want to use the bin OAEP, so you don't need that. So it's a little bit different now. So from here we're gonna convert the binary file into base 64 so that it can be human readable, right? So the command is open SSL base 64, right? -in cipher, which is the file that we just created, cyberbin, right? Cipher, I think I have a typo here because I gotta be careful. Cipher.bin, and then the out, we're gonna make it cipher 64.txt. All right, enter. Boom, there we go, right? So now from the bin file, we converted into text file. From here, we can view it, right? So here we can view the base 64 encoded text using the cat command. So we're gonna use cat cipher 64.txt. Okay. Now you can see the encryption here so that human can read, right? All right. So now we are successfully encrypt the message to the bin and then to the base 64. So now let's put it back again, right? So how we put it back? How we gonna decrypt it? So we're gonna decrypt this. We're gonna decrypt the message by converting the base 64 back into binary. Okay, so from the base 64, the binary, if we want to decrypt it, we have to switch from, we gotta convert from base 64 to the binary. So open SSL, right? Base 64, okay. -d, that means it's a description, -in, right? In, this is the cipher 64.txt, right? So this is the text file. We're gonna make it to the bin, right? Because this is a base 64, we need to put it back again to the bin file, right? So -out, -out, cipher 64.bin, okay? Did you see that? So to convert base 64 into bin is open SSL base 64 hyphen D, which is description. The input is cipher64.text and the output is cipher.bin. Enter. Boom. Let me see. Boom. There we go. Right? Okay. From here, now we need to decrypt the binary, right? So how we gonna decrypt it? We're gonna use open. We're gonna use open SSL, right? pkutil. Remember, we cannot use the old one again because I'm using the new version of open SSL. So I'm gonna, instead of decrypt, I need to use instead of encrypt, I'm gonna use here as a decrypt, right? Decrypt. Okay, decrypt. And the in key, right? The in key is public private key pair. Public. This is public private private pair dot key, right? Using the public private key, and then the input file is cipher64.bin, right? And then the output, the minus output, right? The minus output is the out. You're gonna name this plain decryption.txt, right? So first we convert base 64 to bin, and then for the bin file we're gonna use pkey utility to decrypt it, right? Using this public and private pair key. The input is the bin file and the output is plain d.txt. If I press enter, look what happened. Boom. Oh, I have error. I may have a typo here. So let me see. Open SSL PKI util. PKI util. Did I make a mistake here? Let me see. Let me see if I have a typo here. pkutil, right? Well, they're supposed to be working here. Let me see if I can use the old one, right? If I use RSA, let me see. This is using, okay, hold on. This is, where is this? Open SSL, PKE. If I'm using Open SSL, RSA util, I don't think this is gonna work, but let's try, right? No, use PKI util. So I need to use this. I need to use PKE what? YUTL, right? In key, PKA RSA to decrypt in key public and private key in cipher64 out plain D. Let me see if what's the issue here. Okay, so I need to use this private key, hold on, to decrypt that. When we encrypt that, we are using what? Public in public out. Okay, so let me see if I want to use this. Okay, So I'm gonna use this one, public in key, when I decrypt it, I need to put this one, hyphen public in, right? Decrypt public in key, any public key, right? To decrypt that, see if I can use public here. So let me see, I'm going to use this public underscore key dot key. Okay, so to encrypt this, public in key, public key dot key minus in cipher bin, right? No, this is a cipher bin. Where is this? Okay, hold on. To decrypt that, because to encrypt using this, yeah, this is to encrypt public in. This is a public key. No, so RSA encrypt public, RSA decrypt ini public in, right? So we need to use this one, hyphen public in minus in key minus public, ya, ini minus public key, public underscore key, right? Dot key. Okay, and the in is the cipher bin and to the plain text. Okay, see if it's working here. Oh, we need to have private key. Okay, so we're gonna use private key. So we're gonna use here private key dot key, enter. Okay, hold on, this is private key. Public, private. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. We're gonna use public, private, private key, public in key itu public underscore private key, right? Pair, supposed to be pair there, right? Public private pair key, like this, right? Let me see if it's work. Boom, there we go. Oh, it's still not working. Oh, I still need to use the PKY, right? I need to use the P. Okay, let me pause this. So let me pause this video. So let me see. I'm going to open SSL here using the command of pre-key, right? Open p-key util, right? p-key util. Okay, decrypt public in key, public private pair key and in the bin and to plain text. Let me see. Oh, it's context. Okay, let me pause this one. Okay, let me troubleshoot. So let me see. So we should not use this one. Decrypt in key. Decrypt in key. So we don't need to use this one. Let me see if that's work, right? OpenSSL PK utility -decrypt and then just in key, right? Public private pair key. All right, enter. There we go. The syntax is very tricky there, right? So we need to be careful. So the command is, as you can see, let me fix on my note here. We don't need that. We can just do pkey util and then -decrypt -in key. So we don't need to put anything. So now if we want to see we want to view the decrypted message, you just have to go to cat plainD.txt. Okay, boom, the cat is alive. So this is a proof of concept that we can encrypt a file with RSA and the application using public and a private key. Okay, since this is a little bit tricky, so I would suggest you review my note carefully. Okay, review my note carefully, and I will post the note in the pkey util. I will put this in the Blackboard, right? So let me see. That is to decrypt, we use pkey util. So to encrypt, we also use pkey util. pkey util. Okay. So here is my note here. I will post this on the Blackboard. Okay. So the cat is alive. This is for encryption. Encrypt to binary, right? So you need to encrypt this. Okay, you encrypt this. When we use pkey, we don't need this OEP again. In and out cipher, and then in and out. Okay, pkey util, is that true? The encryption is to extract out cipher bin, right? This is X out, this is cipher bin. Okay, so I'm gonna save this and revise this and post it in the Blackboard. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.